afternoon, JAF. We want to welcome you to our Powerboost Daily Call. Shot caller here, live, giving you your daily shot of vitamin C. And, our goal is to pump up and strengthen your primary immune system, your business immune system. And in order for us to do that, we got to give you your shot of vitamin C, and not just once a week, not just once a month, not just once a year, but every day, guys, a shot of vitamin C. This is Monday through Friday, guys. And so first things first, just so you know, all of our Powerboost daily calls will be uploaded on SoundCloud. It's just a much more effective way for us to go ahead and upload our daily audios for Powerboost. And just because of our streaming situation here at the Mountain House, it's just more effective technology-wise. So please download your SoundCloud app. Have your team download their SoundCloud app so they don't miss any Powerboost daily calls. So for those of you that are new, vitamin C stands for champion. It stands for challenge, competition, commitment, courage, all the things needed in order for you to boost up your immune system in Primerica, in business, and take yourself to the next level. And so our agenda for our Powerboost daily calls is I'm going to go ahead and give you your shot of vitamin C. Make sure that thing is in your system. We've had such a successful, guys, Powerboost week last week with so many questions and answers, guys. So we're going to go ahead and add on question of the day. So our agenda is number 1, I'm going to give you that shot of vitamin C to boost up your system. Number 2, we're going to go over that question of the day. And number 3, we're going to continue our series topic, series meaning SERIES, our series topic on how successful people think. And so also, guys, just for a plug, we are also on YouTube. So our JF University classes and our JF events are on YouTube. So please download YouTube and subscribe, like, and share, and add your notifications so you get notified every time we upload a JF training video, guys. And so our YouTube channel is JF Live TV. So please make sure you subscribe. Also, we are on Zoom tonight, guys. We have our virtual KTA, our citywide virtual KTA. That's at 7 o'clock. And so I posted, a script that hopefully you guys have been using, and you can give me feedback on that. Also posted the plug on that. So please make sure you are on that. Also, guys, we are transitioning. I want to first thank Coach Shirley Bantados and Shirley Yap for their feedback. And I understand with the number of things that we have going on in our daily lives, organization is key. I'm a type A personality, so I have all forms of planners, but on my phone I have all forms of alarms, all forms, just because I have so many factors right now. We have spiritual classes going on, we have our business stuff that we're going on here and things of that sort. So, but what I did is I sought advice and $1 Million Earner Mario Arizon. I mean, imagine, how do you communicate effectively? And that is why I'm so thankful and blessed that Coach Lily and Shirley brought it to my attention. And I'm thinking, man, how do you effectively communicate with all the things that are going on, all the different events, with like a whole entire hierarchy? And so the way you do one thing is really the way you do everything, guys. And so I am a little, I would say little behind on upgraded technology. So I'm still on the messenger threads. You guys all see that. And nothing with messenger threads. I love creating messenger threads, but I realize I have like 7 messenger threads, guys. And so Mario Arizon uses Band, and I just got on board with Band. So I'm very coachable. I'm very teachable. I'm all about moving forward, getting better. And so if he's using that, then definitely I'm going to go ahead and, because he deals with, 568. This is active, right? Not him. He has like 1,000 plus, I think, 1,500 licensed agents, but these are the active ones that are always plugged in, guys. And so we are making that transition, guys. And so please embark on this journey with me on Band, and we're on it. So please get on it. I just want to give a special shout out just for the individuals, and I'm going to look at the roster that are already on our band. So we have Sir Chief, Christian Bobilla, Jenny Beato, Carla Garcia, Lilia Bantados, Grace, and Spicy. So those are the members that have already plugged in. So please jump on board. Please show your teammates how to jump on board. There are great tutorials in that. And, just like in any kind of app, it's, you're learning it. And so please make sure you just turn on your notifications, just because, man, I just love it. Like, I just plugged in the Powerboost and all that stuff, and it actually gave me an email notification. It gave me a pop-up on my phone. So it's just an automatic thing, guys. And honestly, it's going to go ahead and it's just a smart way of us using our time. It's a smart way of me using my time instead of messaging thread, every single messenger thread. So let's embark on this journey, and effective April 1st, we're going to be using that 100%, guys, on that. And the good thing about it is, for example, there is a JAF band. And so all the coaches that are on the call, you can actually make your own band for your own base shop. And it's really cool because it's an integrated app that has, you could do announcements, you could do calendars, you could do reminders on that calendars, you could do posts, you could do chats within individuals, you could do group chats. Everything is in that app. It's amazing, actually. It does attendance sheets. Whoop whoop, golly. We should have been on this a long time ago. It does attendance sheets, guys, so we know who's on the attendance. So and so there's just a lot of moving factors on that, and I love it, and definitely embracing it and taking it up to the next level. And so let's go ahead, guys, and give you a shot of vitamin C for today. So it is Monday. Our month end is Wednesday at midnight. And so I was thinking, man, what kind of vitamin C shot do you guys need today? And so it really is about, I believe, what you go through the last 3 days. And so I'm going to give you 3 points. What do you usually do the last 3 days of month end? It's kind of like, what do you do when you're a team player on the court in your last 3 minutes on the court, right? And or if you are doing a concert, what do you do the last 3 minutes of your concert, your spot on stage, right? And really 3 points. Number one is right now is the time to figure out what your end in mind is. What is yours? What the team's end in mind. Sir Chief stated the state of JF last night on our hierarchy call. But what is your end in mind? What is your end in mind? Ask yourself, number one, what is my end in mind in my business empire? What my business company? What is in my end in mind in the last 3 days? And remember, the business is what is the tool for you to achieve your goals. So it links into that, guys, right? What is my goal? For example, if the goal was to make $1,000, right, part-time, right, in the next 3 days, that's the only focus, is to make sure you hit that number of $1,000, because you got to pay off this bill, you got to pay off that bill, you got to save here, you got to save there. So number one, end in mind. In the last 3 days of the month, focus on the end in mind. Number two, this is what happens, and this is a system, guys. It's called the Blitz Activity System, BAS, right? And I know you haven't heard, majority of you guys, but we call it Blitz. This is the time that you want to blitz, right? What does that mean? Meaning from 12 o'clock to 3 o'clock in a 3-hour span, in a 3-hour time frame, and then in the next 3 days, right? Every day, for example, from 12 to 3, that's a time frame, right? You want to blitz on number of calls, blitz on number of texts, blitz on number of emails. Guys, go through your list. Go through your chicken list, go through your inventory list, go through your referral list, and blitz, right? Make those contacts. You just never know. You can't say the right things to the wrong person, the wrong things to the right person. Look, when you're about to call and you're checking out, even more right now, get that shot of vitamin C into your system, right? That's going to remove chicken fear right out the door, right? And number three, expect results. One of the things I'm going to tell you that makes you go from the average to the good, and the good to the great, and the great to the legends is that you expect results from you more than anybody else. So expect results, guys, in the next 3 days. I want you to clench your fist and tell yourself, I expect results from you, right? Look yourself in the mirror, right? So that's your vitamin C shot for today. It's our Blitz activity system, guys. Know the end in mind for the last 3 days. Number 2, Blitz activity, calls, texts, emails in a 3-hour time frame. And number 3, expect results, guys. And so that's our shot of vitamin C. And segueing to our question of the day, and this is a question that I got from last week but didn't get a chance due to time purposes to go over. But our question of the day is a very important question and extremely important. And so I want to make sure all of you guys are listening. So whatever you're doing right now, put that down. The question is, how do I structure my day so that it turns how do I structure my day so that I am productive and it turns into being productive, right? That's a very good question. Just because there's a difference, I always say, being busy and being productive. Being busy is you get a lot of things done but no results. Being productive is you get a lot of things done and you have results, right? So the first thing is mindset. Everything that you have right now in your life, in your business, in all areas, it's because of your mindset, right? So in this last 3 days, right, or in any day that's productive, the number one priority in Pramerica, the number one priority, I'm going to say that, right, is you're either on a appointment, or let's change it now in today's world, you're either on a Zoom appointment or you're setting a Zoom appointment. That is the number one priority. But shot caller, I got to call the home office. Guys, listen. I want you to be teachable. Admin calls to Pramerica. If you don't have a secretary, and remember when we were already regionals, we had 2 secretaries, okay? Because this was it for us, right? We didn't come into Pramerica to be a secretary, right? So we were business owners. And business owners, if you go to a grocery store, they have cashiers, they have et cetera, right? So admin calls, ladies and gentlemen, to Pramerica are made between the hours of 7 a.m. and 9 a.m. Put that in your habitual structure in your calendar. Admin calls to Pramerica are made between 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Now, if a client calls you and it's a needed, situation that's going to produce a Zoom appointment, absolutely go ahead and call during the day. But if it's something like, hey, can you check your beneficiary? You say, you know what? Let me get back to you first thing in the morning. Okay, guys? So learn that. Let me get back to you first thing in the morning, right? So if it doesn't produce a Zoom appointment, let me get back to you, right? This is your mentality. If it doesn't produce a Zoom appointment, your verbiage to the person that's asking you to do a Pramerica home office call is let me get back to you first thing in the morning. Okay? So admin calls to Pramerica are from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Why? Because they're 3 hours ahead of us. They're in Atlanta, Georgia. Exactly at 9 a.m. they go to lunch. So from 9 to 10, they're closed, right? They're having lunch. So since we're in the West Coast, the best way is 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Right? So the first priority to be productive is your mindset has to be you're either on an appointment or setting a Zoom appointment. You're on a Zoom appointment or you're setting a Zoom appointment. But shot caller, I got to study for my securities. Studying for anything in the business happens from 10 p.m. and on. Like 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. 10 p.m. to 12 p.m. Right? If you're teachable, you're going to follow that. Trust me, because what you monkey see, monkey do. What you do is what your team does, right? So those are the two areas. Admin call and study the business. Admin call 7 to 9 a.m. Study the business is from 10 p.m. on, right? So how do you structure your day so that it's productive? You got to get in a zone, okay? And this is an important verbiage you got to know, right? There's a zone, right? In the zone, or they could talk about it, they talk about grace. Get in the zone, right? The zone is a mental state, guys. Mental state of operation in which you're performing an activity fully immersed in a feeling of energized focus and full involvement. Right? So when it's time for you to get in the zone, you got to know how to get into that mental state of operation in which you're performing an activity fully immersed in a feeling of energized focus and full involvement. So what are my 3 steps to making sure that your day is productive? Number 1, clear your mind. Focus 1,000% on your specific goal and the end in mind. Clear your mind. Focus on the 1,000% on the goal and your end in mind. That's it. Number 2, you got to nip those interruptions in the bud. Guys. You can't be in your sweet spot in Primerica. You can't be in your zone. You can't be in that sweet spot and get into that momentum if you can't fully concentrate. So doing chores for your parents, running errands for your spouse, all that stuff are interruptions, right? So you got to interrupt. And look, it's only for a certain specific time. I'm not talking about 24 hours in a day, guys. So nip those interruptions in the bud, right? And number 3, ready your brain. And look, when you got to get into that zone, here's what you do. And you see all athletes do this. You see all performers do this. You see all singers, right? You stand, you close your eyes, and this is what I do. And I'm only going to teach you what I do. And you anytime I get on stage, anytime I'm going to do any kind of appointment, yes, butterflies come in, right? So you got to inhale and exhale 3 times. Inhale, exhale, right? Because you're getting in that state. That's promoting and that's accessing your blood flow. And once you have that blood flow going, right, it affects your performance, guys. Just like in every call that I do, just like in this Powerboost call, Christian sees, I have to get in the zone. I have to get in the state of mind for me to deliver the message to the best of my ability for our team, because I'm doing this for you. I'm doing this for our team. I got to get in that state. I got to get in that zone. So I got to inhale, exhale 2 or 3 times, right? Because it's going to get my blood flowing. That affects my performance, guys. And so, guys, right now is the time to get in that zone. As I close, we've been studying a series on how successful people think. And we started the series with how successful people, they cultivate a big picture thinking. Then they cultivate a focused thinking. Then they cultivate a realistic thinking, and then they focus on a creative thinking, right? And now we're studying how they are strategic thinking. So as you can see, successful people are just not one-minded. They're fully faceted in all different areas. And so what strategic thinking gives, guys, is your influence with others. One executive confided in another, our company has a short-range plan and a long-range plan. Our short-range plan is stay afloat long enough to make it to our long-range plan. That's hardly a strategy. Yet that's the position where some business leaders put themselves. Did you guys get that? Most people only stay afloat. They wing things, and so they think that's a strategy, right? All they think is let me just get through the month. Let me just, right? There's more than one problem with neglecting strategic thinking in that way. Not only does it fail to build the business, but it also loses the respect of everyone involved with the business. The one with the plan is the one with the power. It doesn't mind in what kind of activity you're involved. Employees want to follow the business leader with a good business plan. Teammates want to join leaders with a good plan. Children want to be with adults who have well thought out plans. If you practice strategic thinking, others will listen to you and they will want to follow you. If you possess a position of leadership in an organization, strategic thinking is essential, guys. So guys, I'm going to show you in this week, right, how to effectively do strategic thinking. But right now we got 24, 48, 72 hours, guys, literally a little bit more than that till month end, guys. And I want you to know that your shot of vitamin C shot, it's injected into you right now at this minute. And in a couple minutes, guys, it's going to take into effect. That vitamin, that meds is going to take into effect, and it's going to get you an all-time high, guys. The purpose of vitamin C is to give you energy, to pump up your immune system, guys. And so let's get pumped up. Let's get fired up. Let's get super excited. Get in the zone. Get into your blitz activity system right now. And it doesn't matter what stage you are in Primerica, right? If you're feeling kind of lost right now, Zoom right now with your trainer and let's get going. Let's like crazy and let's conquer the world. See you at the top. Bye-bye, everybody. Have a great Power Boost day.